Oh, I love it when a command works correctly. Beautiful. All right, so what up, nerds? Today, you see before you, and also a picture for you see before you 5 virgins, 1 of the normal variety and 4 of the D&D variety. And upon this day, I will take all of their D&D cherries and smash them into the ground, and I'm very excited. So, let's start by introducing your characters. Whoever wants to go first can go first.
Not all at once.
Wow.
Not all at once, guys. Like,
Woo! Hi, Griffin.
I couldn't remember my guy's name.
I can't remember the guy's backstory.
All right.
Happens to the best of us.
My name's Darius. My character's name is Zorfrash Deldriak. And I'm Dragonborn.
Hi, Dorothy. You are indeed a Dragonborn born. And as you are introducing yourselves, I'm going to try to put your little people out here.
I'm Super. My guy's name is Roland Galanadel, and I am a Wood Elf Ranger.
Excellent. I think Rhino's going to try real hard to keep this up, so that seems fair. Cobalt, I think that means you win. Hi, Lobster. Hi, Dorothy. I actually haven't heard Cobalt yet, so I'm actually a little concerned.
This is Chloraphina.
Oh, okay, that's...
Hi, I'm Rhino. And this is Chloraphina. I'm a warlock.
Oh man. Sorry, this is Cobalt. My guy's name is Ural Greenfeather, and he's a half elf druid.
I miscalculated the number of squares, obviously. I'm bad at math. Heart for the ranger? Yeah, Slayat likes the ranger. Always. Always the rangers. Always the everything. Alright, so our intrepid adventurers. Hi, I'm Midget. I'm the DM. You're here. You know who I am. Moving on. Our intrepid adventurers find themselves with 5 other, let's see how bad I can fuck this up, 5 other people leaving, as you can see from our map here, leaving Nerl, which is, let's see if I can make this bigger. I know I can. Which is here, in the country of Nearmist, right? I probably have to do this on Roll20 so everybody can see me do it. I've just realized this. Boop. Sorry, this is going to take a little longer than I thought it was going to. I apologize. Stop snapping. Why do you hate me? I'm very bad at Roll20. I've played a lot of D&D, but I'm exceptionally awful at Roll20. So this will be a learning experience for everyone. Okay, so here is our kind of out of whack map. But this is Nearmist. This is in... The top names are the player names, correct? Someone was playing a character named Super Roland. That's fair. I think I need to put a line between them. Thank you, Griffin. So, we have... this is the Nation of Nearmist. It's a shitty map, and it's a shitty map because I made it myself. Nearmist is a, as you can see, huge fucking country. It is divided into 2 pieces right along... Oh, good, you can see me moving my mouse. Cool. Right along this kind of sort of thicker line here. Hi, Ira. I don't know why we got it twice, but cool. Hi, Ira. Upper Nearmist is run by 2 queens, Lena and Releska Sheeran. I'm just kind of giving you incredibly overall base information here. The bottom half here is run by Omri and Eridan Sheeran, excuse me, who are the king and queen, and they live over here in Ostrin, whereas the queens live up in Kilker. So you guys are up here in Nerl, and you are departing town. I'm guessing in Roland's case. Wait, no, I'm guessing in Yorl's case. Sorry, I got my people backwards. I'm guessing in Yorl's case. Please correct me if I'm wrong. My suspicion is you needed some sort of supplies or, like armor repair or something. Came into Nerl and are leaving again. The four of you are also joined by. How do I hide this? I just do that. Seems fair. That's not going to come back to bite me in the ass. At all. Go back to the snappies. You are joined by 5 other people also heading out. Yes, I did ninja, correct. Also heading out of Nerl. They are, in alphabetical order, because I'm a big dork, a little... Why do you hate me? Like I said, I'm real bad at Roll20. Just... I'm so sorry. Make these a little smaller. This is Sin, C-I-N. She is a human. Sorry. She is a human. She's about 13, 14 years old. She seems to be some sort of magical person. You also have Deacon. Deacon over here is going to snap just perfectly. I love it. Deacon is a human. Some sort of fighty kind of looking guy. You have... Stop opening things I don't want you to open. We have Glory, who is... And this is mostly for the viewers, because you haven't already... Hi, squirrels! Haven't necessarily met them, but I'm just putting them all out here so we have faces. Who is a halfling. So now we have 2 of them, so that's not going to end terribly at all. You have this gentleman, whose file is all messed up, apparently. Anyway, he gets to be small. Russ, and then we have... He is a orc, excuse me, and then he's messed up too, that's fine. And then this is Valen, who is an elf. Yes, let's roll some dice. So, as you are departing Nerl, is there... Whoopsie daisy. Is there anything you would like to do in town? Nerl is... Hi, Purple. Nerl is a huge city. Pretty much anything you'd like to do. I'm getting duplicates. I figured out why. Sorry, hang on. Getting duplicate sound alerts. Sorry about that. That shouldn't happen anymore. And let's start with... I'm just going to roll a d4 because you guys are clearly super excited about doing things. And the winner is... I'm not using that d4. Not because I rolled a bad number, just because the numbers are in weird places. And the winner is... Rhino, what are you doing? As you all prepare to leave in your little caravan out of Nerl. I'm sorry, Chloraphina, what are you doing? My apologies.
Thank you. I want to steal a trident.
This is not gonna end poorly at all.
Oh my God.
How would you like to go? Where from, and how would you like to go about doing that? There are plenty of shops in the area. I know why you want to trident out of character and you're a monster, but you know, that's fair. What do you talk about virgins? What's wrong with me? Yes, new player bingo sheets! I'm going to do that next time. So, Chloraphina, there are a couple of different weapon shops on the edge of town. How would you like to go about doing your thieving? For instance, if you look at your character sheets, and I'm just going to pull up, since I've got you here, I'm going to pull up Chloraphina. Actually, I'm going to pull up somebody else, because that way I don't mess with your sheet by mistake.
I
Um,
want to charm a rich man into buying me a trident.
I see. Okay. There is, let's say, a dwarf gentleman walking by. He is in pretty nice clothing. Rather very nice clothing, actually. He is doing business at the shop next door. Um, so the first thing we're going to talk about is, yep, that's our chaotic character. I told you we were going to have one, and I'm very excited. So skills, which apparently we can't see that I'm looking at someone's sheet. Shit. Because it's a pop out. Let's see here. I'm just gonna switch tabs. Hang on. Sorry. What I'm about to use as a reference is gonna look a teensy bit different than what you guys have, but it's basically the same thing. So, nah. Just give me one. No. Just give me what I want. That's not what I want, obviously. Images. Okay, so as I'm biding time, obviously, we have there. Sometimes I hate things. Download. Oh my gosh. That's terrible. Skills. You have a lot of different skills. They are on the left side of your character sheet. Ignore what's on my screen right now because it's super bad. They're on the left column of your, technically second left column of your character sheet, starting with acrobatics. You can use any skill. You do not have to have a high score in that skill, but the higher the number by your skill, the more successful you are likely to be. Now, of course, because this is, D&D, you have the delightful element of RNG, which is to say, you could have, and I've actually done this before, you could have a plus 15 in it's medicine in this edition, sorry. In medicine, walk up to somebody to bandage a paper cut and break their finger by rolling a 1. Now, I'm not that mean of a DM, but, So you can roll, you've got a 20-sided die, so go ahead and click on your character sheet, Rhino, what skill you would like to use, and then let me know how you would like to go about doing. What are you going to say to the guy, actually? Let's do that first. What are you going to say to the gentleman to convince him? And then let's see how you do.
I want to charm a rich dwarf into buying me a trident.
Chlorophena gets the 1d4. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. So what we will do on that, you have, I believe, different spell options. Let me pull up your sheet again. I am so sorry. I should have gotten more familiar with all of your spells before I did that. Okay, prestidigitation. So you have Charm Person. Excellent. That's right. I'm sorry. I forgot. So click on your character sheet under the spell section. Click on Charm Person, and it should pull up in chat the spell description, and then I will roll the saving throw for the gentleman, because there's a, yay, Ira Cat, there is a saving throw. So Charm Person, casting time, 1 action. Doesn't matter right now because we're not in combat. So we'll talk about combat actions later. You have to be within 30 feet of him, which is the range. So you are, because screw it. Oh, that's a whole bunch of entangle. Let me get back up to Charm Person. Lasts for an hour. That's right. Okay, so Mr. Dwarf Friend is minding his own business. Besides using magic, what would you like to? Would you like to say anything to him, or just cast the spell?
Take care of myself.
I want to speak to his mind. Can I do that?
Um, yes. What are you saying to his brain with your spell?
I'm gonna say, hey there,
Delilah.
you can't see me, you don't know me, but don't look
Swears-
around. I'm the most beautiful woman you've ever met. And if
Okay.
you ever want a chance with me, you have to do exactly what I say. In the store next to you, there is a trident. It is a beautiful, three-pronged piece of art.
I got another
Sounds
You're gonna
really
necklace.
go
long
into
charm,
that
man.
store. You're gonna buy the trident. You're gonna go outside into the alley, and you are going to leave the trident there, along with half of your gold.
Okay. Sounds
You're
good.
gonna leave it
Oh,
there.
I'm
You're
sorry.
not gonna say anything. You're not gonna do anything, because you see me as this beautiful, perfect woman, and I will do everything to you the way you want it to, baby.
You're gonna die so fast. I'm so happy. It's gonna be great.
Me too.
Aren't we all? Super's
Yes.
like having a conniption over there. It's pretty wonderful. Okay, so the next thing we will talk about as far as how spells work. So you have cast this spell on the guy. Will it let me pop this out? Of course not. So charm person, you guys can see in chat. I need to pull up a spellbook option here. Always use official Wizards of the Coast products, which I am definitely not doing right now. So I'm gonna do a thing. You can see my spellbook generator here on stream. So on Charm Person, we have he makes a wisdom saving throw. So everybody has stats, wisdom, charisma, intelligence, just like you guys, blah blah blah. He will roll a d20. Well, I will roll the d20 to see how well he not fights back, but to see how well his mind receives or doesn't your spell. And I'm already being nice because I already rolled it mid explanation and it was a 20, so I'm not going to keep that. So let's see what happens. That's a good number for you. Okay. So, Rhino, my friend, on your character sheet, you should have on your character sheet on your spells page, you will have a spell save DC in the top middle. What's that number? I need to figure out.
14.
Okay, cool. So that was a 9. So the dwarf gentleman starts to look around and then kind of jolts. Oh, I'm too old for this. Disappears into the store. Comes out a couple minutes later. Disappears into the alley. And then just goes back about his business. Now, I wonder how much gold he had. Let's see. Let's do these numbers. That seems fair. Okay. Chloraphina, what would you like to do next? The gentleman has just gone back about his business. He looks a little excited about something, like he's expecting a present of a, kinky nature.
I'm going to make sure he doesn't see me and pick up all the stuff from the alley.
Okay, you receive you pick up a mundane trident, so I would just write it down on a post-it right now because inventory and Roll20 can be a pain in the ass. But you also get 25 gold, you monster. You absolute monster.
He was gonna use it on prostitutes anyways.
No comment. All right, and now we have 3. Not that d4, it's rude. Actually, I can probably roll it in. Hi, Akios. I'll just roll the d4 in chat. Why isn't it working? Are we having issues with this today? That's a fine name. I think he likes it is exactly what's happening. All right. That's not being nice to me, so I will roll it in. Boop. Here. Now nothing's working. Sorry, hang on. Fine, I'll do it this way. I have die commands. Whee! I rolled a 1. Super! Your turn. As you are getting ready to leave Nero, what is your plan of whatever you're doing? Sorry, my chair is very squeaky.
Being a stoic, quiet wood elf, I came prepared and don't need anything from the town.
Okay.
Well played.
Touche.
You're a fool.
All right.
Does it cost an action to loot a teammate when they die?
Oh my.
You're totally gonna trip over your trident.
Yeah, that's what she said. Yes is the answer to your question. Free tridents all over the place. They're just giving them away. All right. So Super, you report to the exit point thingy. And then we're just gonna odd or even this with the magnificent D30 of Doom that I have because I love it. And we get a 9. Zarias, what are you doing? Excuse me, Zorfris, what are you doing?
All right, since I am a large, jacked, dragonborn barbarian, I realize that my weapons may not be enough to counter the evils outside of this town. Therefore, I am going to use my intimidation
Ooh.
on a mage in the Mage's Guild to enchant my weapon for no cost.
Interesting. Roll it. This sounds awesome. Do you see the roll command? Oh, never mind. You're good. There, I see you. Okay. Oh, by the way, so Roll20, I forgot to turn this off. Roll20 will do this weird thing where it automatically rolls 2 dice. So you see where you're getting 2 numbers. Cool. Unless you're rolling with advantage, which is taking the higher number, or disadvantage, which is taking the lower number, just use the one on the left. So a 17. Let's see here. Can they do that? That seems fair.
That doesn't seem that intimidating to me.
Well, they're. I mean,
It's coming from the
have
guy that
you
used
seen?
all his magic to get a pointy stick.
A mundane pointy stick.
I'm gonna enjoy this infighting. It's gonna be fan-fucking-tastic. All right, so, yes. What kind of weapon do you use? Because I don't actually recall. I
I
apologize.
currently have a great axe and a great club.
Oh, that's not good for me. Let's see here. Nope, that's not what I want. That's what I want. That's way too much information for me to, like, care about right now. Okay, you're all terrible people, and I appreciate it. And, you now have a +1 great club. They're terrified.
Amazing.
They're terrified of your axe, and they're just like, oh, I'll take the stick. I'll enchant the stick. Oh, please.
I'll take it.
Okay, so, I need to be keeping notes of this. Plus.
I thank the mage, and I carry on my way.
we go. All right, excellent. Okay, Cobalt, what is Yorl doing?
So Yorl, being a wise druid and wanting to prepare properly for the great journey ahead, goes to the library to research
You,
spells that will be useful.
ooh, okay. Um, let's see here. So, are you looking for um, any particular kind, like healing spells, offensive spells, light people on fire spells? Like, do you have anything particular in mind?
Dealing with a teammate who can't keep it in their pants.
You don't know that yet. And now we get to talk about player versus character knowledge. It's my favorite thing. So, all of this delicious, fantastic infighting that I am all about right now. For instance, let's say that Chloraphena does in fact rob Roland at some point. I know, right? Uh, unless Super rolls high enough to for Roland to see it happen and realize it, Roland has no idea. So what you know versus what your character knows are completely different things. Now,
Right,
it's insanely hard sometimes to keep that kind of shit like separate, just because sometimes you don't know if it's in character or not, or what you actually saw. So if you ever have questions, I'm cool with whatever. Mistakes get made. Everything's cool. Just ask. All cool. All good. And on that note,
Chloraphena knows that Roland is well prepared. And Yorl.
No, but for me, I guess my guy will do a healing spell.
that seems fair. All right, let's look at what we've got here. Spellbook generator. That sounds about right there. You're a druid, right, Cobalt? If I'm remembering
Correct.
correctly. Thank you, dear.
Correct.
Okay, we're gonna give you. There are some scribes sitting. Yeah, that seems fair, Griffin. I imagine Roland's like, I am prepared for anything. I can do anything. Or, whatever you sound like. And Chloraphene like, I will tap that ass. I will tap it. Because I will tap every ass in this party by the end of the campaign. Just calling it now. Okay, so, Cobalt, you find a group of nerdy grad students basically, and they're huddled around, each making these ridiculously complicated notes on their individual pieces of paper. And as you walk past them, one of them says, no, 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 no. You don't need the sprig of mistletoe. It's absolutely unnecessary. And another one says, I think you're wrong, though, because it makes the person feel safe and secure, and it makes the healing easier to take in. What do you do as you hear them gabbling amongst themselves?
I sit next to them, to the table next to them, to listen in closer.
Okay, you hear the nerdiest discussion about the spell Cure Wounds you have heard in a long time. And one of them gets let's get ready to fumble! Okay, so we'll get back to that in a second. One of them gets very upset, and he says, no, that doesn't make any sense. You can't cast the spell like that. And he looks around, and he's like bright red in the face. It's like this super tall, gangly, Weasley looking motherfucker, and he's just bright red, smoke figuratively coming out of his ears, and he says, no one in this library will agree with you on that. You points at you, Yorl. What do you think? Do you need mistletoe to cast Cure Wounds? What do you to cast a healing spell? Excuse me, he doesn't say Cure Wounds. To cast a healing spell. Is it necessary? What do you think?
I just
Roll.
quietly look over and I nod my head.
See? He knows. Look at these notes. Look at them. They're fantastic. They're all of you are going to flunk out of medical school. And he slams the paper down in front of you and he says, "You tell them. None of them know what they're talking about." And he storms off. You now have a scroll of Cure Wounds, level 1. So, I'm going to put that in chat because I'm going to forget. Can she type? No. Okay. So, a scroll works similar to yet differently than a regular casting of a spell. You have X amount of casting slots per day, which we'll get into later, but it's a scroll is a one use item. So basically once you use and cast the spell on the scroll, no, you have no idea. You have no idea what level they are. Isn't it fantastic? The scroll ceases to be magical and is just a piece of paper with cool words on it. So you have one basically free use at any time of Cure Wounds, level 1. And that brings us to, let's say it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't want that. That's what I want. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And the various caravans are getting ready to depart, safety in numbers and all of that. You 4, independently, unless you would like to state otherwise, up to you, happen to have ended up in the same caravan with these other 5 people that are on the screen. Everybody packs up their stuff. There are also there are horses. There's not really a cart. There's like 2 pack horses, and the 9 of you, and that's it. So you are heading, for whatever purposes you may be heading there. You are heading from, my mouse would stop shitting itself. I apologize. From Neural to, I had to plug it in because it hates me. Can we, nope, okay. Sorry, I have to turn the snapping off every single time, and that kind of blows. Excuse me, I said no more snappies. Okay, there we go. So, you... It's not quite the right shape, but it'll be fine. You are going from Neural, which is right... Come on, little friend. Neural, which is right here, to Somerset, which is right here. This yellow business. You should be able to get there in a few days' time. And there's kind of like a forest like right in the middle. Most of it is like grass, pasture type lands. You all set out. This gives us several hours of fantastic, uninterrupted intersocial roleplay. So, because again, you're all so excited to roleplay because, you know, you haven't played D&D before. It's very fair. Who would like to... I hate this thing. Who would like to go first? And really, any of you can talk to each other. You can talk to any of these other 5 people. You can talk to a horse if you want. I might think you as a player a little weird, but one of you is a druid, so it seems fair. How would you like to spend your travel time for the first couple of days? This journey to the Pisslands, nice.
So you said we're just getting together for the first time?
Yep, none of you have ever met.
All right. So Ural looks over to Roland and waves.
Roland ignores the wave and is angry that it took so long to leave the town in the first place. and decides to run up ahead and scout ahead of the caravan.
Who called the elf was gonna die first? Who was it? Okay. So let's see. Roll me a perception check. Super. I need to get back to the thing. Ooh, nice. Okay, with a 19, how's a 19 work for you? With a 19, it sounds fun. You see a deer. You see a deer just wandering around, looking for some food, probably munching on some grass. There is no one around. There is a road that you're on, and you don't see anything within like your vision distance of the road on either side. Everything looks pretty peaceful, actually.
I decide to leave the deer alone and continue looking ahead.
Okay. When you are, and this is just kind of to let you know what your options are, so don't feel inclined to do either way. Um, when you're trying to like scout, you have a couple of different ways that you could do it. Obviously, if you wanted to be sneaky and not be spotted by anything, you would roll stealth. If you don't, you just wouldn't. And if something sees you, and there's nothing wrong with that. Generally, not obviously, generally. I'm not that evil. It's the first session. I'm not gonna try to kill you. Probably. Everything's fine. My fingers aren't crossed. I wasn't born with my toes crossed. I'm a great liar. It's fine. But yeah, so you scout ahead and you find along the side of the road, you actually find, roll me a D100, which I don't know if it's going to let you do that easily. Do you guys see these tools along the side here? Do you have the dice rollers over here on the side or not?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so roll me the D100, please. Just the... Okay, perfect. 44. You find a random box. A very small box. It appears to... It's sealed and everything.
I approach the box cautiously.
It's a mimic. I'm just kidding. Am I though? So as you approach the box, you can pretty easily see it's pretty beat up. It looks like it's gotten some scuffs both from falling and like one of the edges is kind of smushed in. And also it appears to have been out for a few days. It's got some element damage, not elemental damage, excuse me. So it's been out and about in the elements and is a little worse for wear.
I open the box
Okay.
cautiously.
All right. In the box is, let's roll different dice this time. I don't have enough dice. Don't know what you're talking about. Maybe at break I'll show you guys how many dice I have because I don't think we've discussed this. Okay, that seems fair. You find... You wear armor, right, Super? Or your character wears armor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Leather armor.
You find a... I'm really sorry, I don't know the right word, but like an armor fixie-uppy kit.
Okay.
What kind of armor are you wearing? And I can actually answer that for myself if you don't beat me to it.
Working leather.
Okay, regular leather. You have, and this, someone in chat is gonna, yeah, basically, but I was trying to think of like a tannery kit. I'm trying to think of the actual word I'm looking for. But yeah, an armor repair kit. You're correct, Akios. Somebody in chat is going to call me out for this because someone's going to know I made this shit up. So yes, I made this shit up. It's fine. During one combat, you are able to get +1 to your armor for the entire fight. It'll take you an action to apply that to your armor before combat. Well, it'll take you an action during combat, or you can just do it if you know you're getting into a fight. Also noting that. Fight. I really can't type, it's a problem. Alright. Yeah, that's super duper made up, but it's fine. Super duper made up, Akios. Hi, Dorothy. Alright, what are the rest of you doing? That elf is disappearing. Like, that elf is just gone. I mean, yeah.
I'm sitting there quietly, sharpening my axe, but paying attention to all of our surroundings to ensure that we are safe.
Okay. Let's see who opens their big fat mouth. Not you guys. Oh, that seems fun. God, I can't do math. The half-orc, or the orc gentleman, he's technically a half-orc, but the orc gentleman here with the crossbow, he's got the crossbow on his back, but it's not loaded, because we're not terrible people that want to kill everyone. That's a reference for a couple of very specific people listening. Don't leave your crossbows loaded. You will kill someone. You will go to prison multiple times. You will learn your lesson eventually. Probably. So, the gentleman walks up to you and, just kind of stands, you know, a respectful distance, but, like, conversational distance. And he says, "Afternoon. I'm Russ. It's a nice axe."
Why, thank you, Russ. My name is Zorfras, and I appreciate your crossbow.
Thank you. I crafted it myself. It's not a finished design, but I quite like it. So, if you have any critiques, I'm more than happy to hear them.
I personally prefer up-close combat, so if you want some critiques on a bow, you're better off asking the elf.
You do have a fair point. Kind of looks at your... He just kind of, like, double takes at your club. Huh. Never seen myself a magical great club before. Where'd you get that done? Eh?
Found a mage that helped me out back in the town.
Love it. Very nice. Well, and he very gently, like, pats you, like, on the bicep, says, "I don't think we'll have any trouble, but if we do, I've got your back. So I'm gonna go grab something to eat before we before we get moving off again. You take care, Zorfras." And he goes off and talks to somebody else. I am dying. I can't take it anymore. I'm dying to know what Chloraphina's doing. I can't handle it. I can't! I must know. Mostly because it's massively going to affect how the rest of session goes, probably. I'm excited.
I'm sitting there looking at everybody and their belongings. I see that Roland is looking off in the distance at a beautiful, juicy deer.
Correct.
And I'm hungry.
Mm-hmm.
I want to stick the deer with the trident.
This'll be great. Okay, let me.
And then harvest its organs for meat.
That seems fair.
And I'm not going to share the meat with anybody.
Well, you do seem like the type. I mean, what? All right. So, how do you approach? I have too much stuff open. Sorry, let me get back there. There we go. How do you? I know nobody's drunk yet. No one's gotten laid yet. No one's dead yet. We did have a thieving, which is absolutely fine. Technically not, actually.
How dare you think that I
I was gonna
stole
say
from a
you
man?
technically did not steal. How do
I
you
wasn't
plan
even
to,
there.
How do you plan to approach the deer?
I plan to use my small halfling stature and blend in with the tall grass and sneak up. And when I'm close enough, I'm going to chuck the trident into its neck.
All right. Roll me first of all a stealth check, please, which is also in your skills, raptor style. Yeah.
Trampled by a deer, first death.
Oh, and because earlier, oh, okay, I'll mention that later. Oh, you rolled a nat one. That's very unfortunate. So, generally speaking, and every DM is a little bit different about this, when you roll a nat 1, like I was saying earlier, no matter how high your bonus is, it's considered an automatic failure. Conversely, a nat 20 is considered an automatic success on a skill check to some degree, on both points. Yes, correct, Slayette. Nat 1. Bum bum bum! Okay, so, the deer does in fact see you, and it, unlike a deer, because this is way more fun, it panics, and instead of running away, it runs straight toward you. Let's see here. Glad I have all these stat blocks on my computer.
Oh,
Huzzah!
yes.
Yes! Hits with a ram attack on the same turn, blah blah blah. Oh, that's not great. Oh, that's bad. Well, yeah, this will be funny. Okay, so it also rolled a 1. That's fantastic, honestly. So, it...
RNG is a cruel mistress, but that is just pathetic.
Thank you, Akios. It runs at you, and at the last second, it stumbles and gets spooked and screes or whatever deer do. I don't know. I don't hunt deer. And runs off in another direction. At which point, just putting it out there, if anyone else would like to take a crack at the deer, do feel free. It did get better. You are correct. How many hit points does it have? Because I don't recall. Well,
I'll step in.
Okay.
Seeing the terrible halfling startle the deer, I decide to step in and kill the deer myself.
Okay, roll me.
Not startle any more commotion.
Okay, so on your character sheet, I'm gonna pull up Roland here. Back to here. On your character sheet, you should have multiple. So right smack dab in the in the middle of your main page. Excuse me. You have.
Mhm.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. you have name, attack, and damage type. So if you click on the short bow, the long bow, I don't know what I'm talking about. Click on the long bow, and we'll see what happens. Pew pew! Oh my god, it's another nat one! It's another nat one!
You guys suck.
You
Well,
learn to roll dice better.
since it was right by Chloraphina, Rhino, please roll me a dexterity save. Let me tell you how to do that. That sounds really funny. This is so good. Okay,
RNG is a cruel mistress, but that is just pathetic.
Thank you, Akios. Akios is doing the Lord's work by playing the natural one sound alert over and over and over. Probably about to happen again. So, whoopsie daisy. Rhino, on your character sheet, right beside the big numbers on the left side, you'll have your saving throws. Click on the one that says dexterity, and let's see what happens. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Wait, sorry. Where do I look? Where am I
I'm
looking
sorry.
here?
On your character, so on your, oh, right, because you were on your spell page. I apologize. So on your,
Core.
Yep, click on core. Couldn't
Yeah.
remember what it was called. And then it's the second column from the left. You should have multiple saving throws there. Just under your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
And then click on dexterity. That seems fair. You now have an arrow hole in your cloak, but you are absolutely fine.
But I'm not fine.
But you're not fine? Why are you not fine? Tell me more.
Chloraphina already expected that the ranger wouldn't know how to use a bow or any weapon, to be honest.
Rude.
I look over at Roland. I give him a wink. And then I eye him up and down.
How did it take this turn?
Roland's pissed he lost an arrow.
You can go retrieve it, by the way, if you so choose.
It's just an arrow.
I'm just letting him know. So, meanwhile, the orc gentleman, has been walking over. He was gonna go walk over and, like, talk to, this guy right here. And, saw the commotion, and he got a, what would that be? 17 to hit Ladir, which hits by a decent amount, and by a lot actually. And he's going to do some damage, and he does. Sorry, he doesn't have a character sheet, so I'm just kind of making stats up as I go. He does. He hits the deer right in one of its back legs. Yes, walk of shame, go get that arrow. What do you do now, gentleman and lady?
Chloraphina thanks the guy for hitting the deer in the leg.
He nods.
Walks up to the deer and slits its throat.
That seems pretty fair. It's not going anywhere. There is now an entire deer worth of deer meat. Roll me a... Anyone can do this, technically. The deer is now dead. Roll me survival or nature, dealer's choice, to get yourself some tasty deer meat, because otherwise you've just got a dead deer on the ground. With the trident. Probably, honestly, yes. Would not be surprised. Nice! Nice.
Give me
Not
my deer.
Good. Not better. Better. Okay. Zorfris and Yorl, you work together to carve up this deer for dinner.
Teamwork.
Makes the dream work.
Indeed. Go ahead and while you're cutting up this deer, let's have some conversation. If you actually talk to each other. If not, just don't talk to each other, I guess.
So,
You're gonna
Ural,
eat that?
so Ural, I see you. I ignore the halfling who failed to kill the deer to begin with,
This
and
is
I look
great.
over at Ural and I say, "Hello, Ural. My name is Zorfras. I see you're pretty good at carving up deer."
I look back at Zorfras and I nod back and I say, "Sup."
Yes, the old half elf greeting. Sorry, I forgot what race you were for a second. You're a half elf, right?
Correct.
Horafina
Okay.
overhears this conversation and adds in, "How hard could it be to carve up a deer?"
This red-headed gentleman over here walks by and scoffs, and he just goes, "Apparently too hard for a halfling to do it."
Wow, you got punked by an NPC, bro.
Yeah.
Ural also points out the same thing that an NPC just told you.
I decide to take a bite of the deer and enjoy my winnings.
Did you cook it first? I don't know why I'm asking.
Oh no!
Man.
Raw
No,
meat.
no.
Well, I'm
No. I'm asking because, occasionally
I
you
didn't
forget to
hear him
deploy
cook
food.
it.
Yeah, Ural also did
Yeah,
not see him
I
cooking.
did not see any cooking fire.
because I am dragonborn. I can tolerate raw meat
Constitution
more
save.
so. Oh shit.
I mean, I think you're con based. You should be absolutely fine. Excellent. Okay, so you're fine. Everything's fine.
enjoy
Dragonborn
my
like it
raw meat.
raw. Yeah. Because
Yes.
I'm gonna forget to do this later, so I'm just gonna fuck the suspense and do it now. You take 1 point of poison damage from eating raw meat.
Oh,
Nice.
Noob.
Ural, because he's
This-
not an idiot, starts a fire and cooks his meat
Seems fair.
and offers some to Roland.
bro, I just complimented you and you're giving it to the guy that missed with his bow?
Well,
Wow.
not
This is
because
fine.
Wow.
This is just
Ural
fun.
worries that Roland is going to starve to death seeing his previous hunting skills.
I mean, that's honestly pretty fair. I mean, what?
Roland accepts the well cooked meat and thanks Ural for not being an idiot like the rest of the caravan.
You get
You're on.
shoulder checked by this human over here in the helmet. He just walks by to grab some dinner, and he shoulder checks you real hard. Doesn't hurt, like doesn't do anything, but meanwhile, this halfling over here and this kid, for lack of a better word, the halfling and the human are just quietly sitting there, kind of looking around awkwardly. Nom 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 nom. That sounds fun. The human here, this would be helpful. Here, I'll just move them. Yay. The human here.
All right, that's a good cupcake.
Hey, Caesar, thanks for the follow. The human kiddo walks up to Zorfris and hi, and are you okay?
All right,
she's like
that's
14,
a good
isn't she?
cupcake.
Yeah, she's like 13, 14.
Oh my god.
Are you okay?
So I go, and who might you be?
Oh, I'm sorry. We haven't met. Hi. I'm Sin. She's, you're big and she's small. I'm Sin. It's nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Sin. Would you happen to have the cure for poison?
Oh shit, yes she does. Oh shit, yes she does. Rolled a crit. And she. Okay, I was gonna say something popped up. Hi, Killer Koala. Thank you for following. Welcome to D&D land. We're popping D&D cherries tonight. It's good shit.
Killer Koala, that's Cobalt.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks,
that's just me,
Cobalt.
yeah,
Sorry, I
sorry.
didn't realize that
No
was you.
problem.
All right, so she
Her name is Sin,
Cin, not Sin. Just so we're clear.
and she's 13, bro.
She's 13. She reaches up and very carefully and gingerly takes one of your hands, if you allow it. Zorfris.
Of course.
And she closes her considerably smaller hands around your giant meat paw, whatever. Anyway, scale thing. Anyway, she closes her eyes for a second.
That big meat paw.
Yeah, I know. As soon as I said meat paw, I was like, oh, I'm fucked. Oh no, what have I done? And closes her eyes. And you feel better. You heal 1 damage.
I say thank you for healing me. We are now friends.
Oh, I love friends. What? Where are you from, friend? It's not really very legible. Let's see if I can make that bigger. Sorry. I guess not.
Me being a silver dragonborn, I am from the north.
Oh, how nice. Oh, I've never been up there. Do you like it? Excuse me.
It is home, but it is cold.
I understand that. Meat. God damn it, Akios, you monster. It's like a meat party in my mouth. Anyway. Gonna put everybody's names on here as we're learning them. Rhino, let me know if I spelled it correctly this time. I think I got it right. If it's even legible. Oh, absolutely. Of course that's getting clipped. And she bows her head and says, I hope we will travel safely together. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go back to my dinner. It was lovely to meet you.
Glorifina tries to take her dinner during the conversation.
Roll me sleight of hand.
Incoming third one.
God, I hope so. Please piss off the... Oh! Okay, I gotta roll perception, though, because that seems fair. Yeah, that'll do it. She turns around and she says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were still hungry. Go ahead. I'll go get more." Get fucked, Rhino. You now have more deer. Oh dear.
Sorry, I have more deer?
You have more deer. Yeah, you have the teenager's supper. She goes and grabs a different plate.
I quietly portion my second serving of deer into my backpack.
Okay.
I just noticed that Chlorfina did not cook his deer?
No, everybody's deer got nice try though.
No.
Sorry,
Ah,
buddy. Nope.
Tried.
You fool!
You tried so hard.
I tried so hard.
All right. So, dinner continues. Would you meet parties as well? That seems fair. Thank you, Akios, doing the Lord's work as always. Would I'll leave it up to you guys. There's kind of a discussion amongst the entire group of whether you should continue to press on for the night or if you should just make camp early. So you guys can have that discussion amongst yourselves. I need to fix my hair because it's driving me insane.
Roland thinks we should press on.
Fair.
He doesn't like to waste time and
Likes to waste
Chlorfina.
arrows though. Likes to waste arrows though. Just saying.
Oh, rude.
Chlorfina is getting on his nerves.
Ural suggests, because we're on a full stomach, and it's not good to sleep on a full stomach, that we continue our journey on.
Zorfrost also suggests that we carry on simply because I'm not afraid of the dark.
Oh, he's afraid.
Or Chlorofina, before we carry on, quietly sneaks out and picks up the sad lost arrow that Roland shot and missed.
Fair. I'm just gonna let that happen because you can spend all the time you want doing that. So you find it. What do you do with it, out of curiosity?
You don't want to know what he does with that arrow.
Probably not.
I pocket it for later.
I mean, fair. Cool. Alright. You crazy kids keep moving. As you carry on... Can she remember how to use Roll20? You come to... Okay. You come to a... Sorry, everybody's got names, but you don't necessarily know them all yet. I'm just too lazy to keep them all straight without having their names. You come to a fire here. How do you do the thing that makes it... Anyway, I don't know how to use Roll20, I'm sorry. You come across another campsite. It appears to be several days old.
Let's go, Roland. What, you can't track to see where these people have been? Someone's been here just days ago.
You're just a little ray of sunshine, aren't you?
Yeah, what kind of fucking ranger is this that you can't see what the hell's going on? It's a couple days old. I can smell
Best
it.
question, Griffin. That is the question I had not yet asked myself, so thank you for that. Griffin is helping, as always.
Roland,
what bag
super
you talking
annoyed
about,
with-
Griffin?
super annoyed with Chlorofina, decides to scout around the camp.
Okay. Roll me... Let's go with survival, if you would, please.
Sorry, that me or him?
Roland. Yep, correct. Ah, thank you, Griffin. That was super helpful. Okay, excellent. The stank. The meat that was in there from before, that's not the meat I'm worried about. Anyway, okay, with a 19, you see the DM trying to figure out how to use Roll20 again. This is free assets. We're just gonna find some people. That's not what I want. That's not what I asked you for, little friend. Little roll 20 friend. Okay, so I guess we are going to use... Because I couldn't place these on here and make them invisible because I don't know how yet. So this is going to be a hot second. You see a couple of dead bodies here. Disadvantage, it's not dark yet. It's not dark yet. Also, he rolled well on both checks. So there's a body here, and there's a body here. And while I get my shit together, we are going to see if it's in here real quick.
Scavenge.
Chloraphina, actually go ahead and roll me a perception check, please.
Come on, man. See that one, bro. Oh my god.
Yes! Okay.
Bro's
No, he has
rolls are
stealth
stank like the meat in his
exactly.
bag.
And he has dark vision, correct. I mean, yeah. Chloraphina, for the purposes of what's about to happen to you, you were like right around here. Roland, we're gonna say you were over here-ish. Zorphorus and Yorl, what were you doing? And I will just kind of place these yahoos. It wasn't a nat 1, it was a total of 4, sorry.
So since we are at the
He rolled
fire,
a 2. Yes, sorry.
and I noticed that we are starting to enter the evening, I go ahead to start a fire.
Okay.
No.
As you are doing that, wackiness is going to ensue. So the fire is not yet lit, because I don't want you guys to burn to death yet. Yoral, what are you up to?
Well, Ural was also going to set the fire.
Okay, then I'm going to
And
put you guys
now-
right here.
Zorfras started the fire!
Accurate. We'll put her over here. And I'm just going to kind of randomly put them in places.
I do not mind starting the fire alongside Ural. We've already established ourselves as
Yoral is vibing.
acquaintances.
Correct. I would like everyone to... Well, I will do this first. I can't find the asset I'm looking for, so I'm just gonna... There's a body here. There's a body here. We're gonna call it good, because we don't care about them. So let's get to what I actually require, which is here. Chloraphina! You hear... And, a bird swoops down. That's definitely what that sounds like. Shut up. A bird... I'm fine. A bird... Fuck all of you. A bird swoops down with advantage. And having smelled your rotten meat and also seen your face. And it rolls a... This is not the way I'm used to seeing these, sorry. A 15 to hit your AC. So your AC on your character sheet is at the top. On your core is at like the top middle. It's the left number and little shield icon.
I have 12.
Okay. So it hits you. So you, my friend, are going to take some damage. By which I mean it's going to claw at your bag and bite at your shoulder. You take 2 piercing damage. You can either keep track of that on a piece of paper, or you can keep track of it and roll 20, and we can all figure it out together. And I would like everyone to roll in it. Right, you know what, Griffin? I don't want to hear any of your shit, ma'am. Ma'am. And I would like everyone to roll initiative. And let's talk about initiative. Initiative. Thank you, Akios. Initiative is the very middle thing right under your race on your core sheet. So if you click on initiative, the little initiative label, it should. Yep, everybody's figuring it out. I love it. All right. Super, you are on fire. Not literally, though. You're fine. Because they didn't light the fire yet, because they didn't start the fire.
Tell me the bird
Did
takes
you
his
see?
nuts.
Did mine come up? I don't know if mine's there.
I got an error message
do
when I
see-
did it.
I see yours. I see everyone but Rhinos. Which he may not have rolled yet. Oh, never mind. Sorry,
was first, he was
I
first.
do see it. My mistake, sorry. It was just stuck up there. Okay. So, now we get to figure out how to do initiative order. On
Well, I
Roll20.
see super as red.
That's because he rolled a 1.
Yeah, not one. Not one, guys.
We're all gonna figure shit out together. Overlay, maybe? Okay, whatever. That's
Bird
silly.
takes his testicle.
Okay,
Screams in pain.
well, I'm gonna let all the birds go at once. Click the toe. Oh! Thank you, Akios. Well, I need to get back to the right level, or right layer now, but thank you, Akios. Let's go for... Link to a character sheet on Roll20. You have to click the token. Okay. Have done. I click it. I'm going to stop working ahead. I'm also going to roll
Sorry,
initiative.
I'm going to take
for
a.
Yeah, I
Gonna
was
take
gonna
a quick
say,
bow.
yes, we're actually going to take like a 5-10 minute break before we get into combat because combat will take a little while. So we will be back as Akios teaches me how to do shit. We are going to take a quick break. So I'm going to go to Burb and, yeah, figure this out. Thank you. We'll be right back. All right, so we have all rolled initiative. I figured out how to put initiative in Roll20. I'm very proud of myself. So I have two things to explain. One is why there are so many fucking people on the board, and two is why Chloraphina might be dead in a second. It's fine. Hi,
Yes.
nerd. So, there is a thing that happens if someone or something, or some things in this case, gets the jump on you, they get a surprise round. Now, because I don't hate you, I'm not giving them all a surprise round. Also because Roland actually rolled really good perception. But Chloraphina fucked around and found out, so, you know. That is how that would normally work. Now, in this instance, I am just going to count that as its original turn, because I am actually concerned I might kill you. So, cool. That being
Chloraphina's
said,
not gonna die to a fucking bird.
you don't know. You don't know
Maybe.
anything. So
You
this
will.
bird,
You will.
you might.
I'm
a whole
sure.
lot.
I'm sure Midget and the people in this chat have seen all manner of death in the best and worst of ways.
DM killed me with filth fever once.
Ooh.
Just waiting for him to pop up and
Has anyone died from poisoned meat before?
not that I've played with. Doesn't mean it hasn't happened though. All right,
and I'm
so,
healed, all right? I'm cured.
Yes, you are fine. You got your one whole hit point back. You're fine. So, this bird has already gone. I didn't mean to double click on it. I'm a dork. The other thing I need to explain. So, this is something I do that not every DM does. It got eaten by a giant fire centipede. Wonderful. This is something I do specifically. Is I like to do extra cinematic enemies. So as you can see, there are 9 people on the board that you know, and then burbs. So for instance, there is a bird over here that's going to fly out and attack Deacon. There's a bird that's going to attack Valen, and blah blah blah, you get the idea. But you guys have to worry about the birds that are on the board. So cinematically, there are more than 5 birds. But for the purpose of game balance, there are 5 birds.
Oh.
So, game balance versus story don't always necessarily mesh. So it's something that you just kind of find the balance of what works for you. Maybe you just would take all of the other guys off the board, but I'm not doing that because hilarious reasons that you may or may not find out about. Let's see, I was going to say something else. Oh, okay, so I'm not going to explain monster turns right now. We're just going to focus on you guys learning how to do your stuff, and then next encounter I'll tell you how, like, monsters work and shit. So, when you want to move your character, click on your character and just move them where you want to go, like Chloraphina just moved, for instance. It is, however, vulture o'clock. So the vultures, nice. Put yourselves back so I can kill you, please.
I'm not
So-
even touching my guy.
Technically, all of you can touch everyone's dudes because I was too lazy to set up individual permissions. I probably shouldn't tell you that, but I don't care. All right, so, geez, I've made a huge mistake. All right, so
Yep.
this vulture is already gone. It pecks cinematically at Chloraphina again. Great. This vulture is going to fly. How'd I do that? Huh. Somebody else did that probably. It's going to fly over here, and it's going to attack one of these 2 yahoos. So that's its turn. This one is going to fly over here and attack them. And I'm trying not to kill Roland. Hang on, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. This one attacks Valen, and this one attacks Roland. Caw. I wonder if that'll still show you. No, it won't.
What did the bird sound like again?
Yeah, I need that.
I need that to know
again.
exactly how I attack the
Yeah,
bird based
like
off its
that.
noise.
Caw, motherfucker.
Chloraphina's making some noise.
I don't know how vultures
Chloraphina's
sound.
trying to communicate.
As she does.
Chloraphina's trying to
Okay,
communicate
so
with the birds.
one...
Hot cock, motherfucker.
Yes, correct. Do that. I don't get to do this. Holy shit, they're all hitting. And then...
Bird
That's
takes
fine.
all of Roland's possessions and flies away.
Nope, it is that one's turn, though. So that one is going to attack... Stupid light. Attack Roland. Shit.
Yes.
Critical hit.
Yes.
Call it. Yeah.
Come on.
Call it.
You can do it. You can do it, little D20.
Come on.
It lights up, I swear to Jesus. Fuck you. It lights
Stay
up.
on target.
You just have to believe me. I hope the battery's not going dead. I'm gonna be very upset. Nope, there it goes.
Critical hit.
Anyway, critical hits. So, with critical hits, and I will explain this now because it's the first critical hit we've
That's
had.
how winning is done.
Yeah! Correct, Akios. That is how winning is done. So, sorry, Super. I'm really actually very sorry. You should be okay. However, the way critical hits work in 5th edition specifically is... I'm going to close that because I don't need it. You roll double dice damage, and then if you have, like, your strength or dexterity or spell modifier or whatever, you don't double that. So, for instance, this critter does 1d4 damage, so I'm going to roll 2d4 and hope I don't kill Super. That is motherfucker. 6, you take... Okay, I thought they were both 4s. I was like, oofta. You take 6, I think it's piercing? 6 piercing damage.
Oh man.
That's not great.
Get fucked.
That's not great for a
Bro.
level 1 character. It's fine. Spoilers, they're
What are we
level 1.
What are these birds eating?
You. Obviously, you guys.
Roland's nuts.
Kind of, yeah. Super, how many hit points do you have, out of curiosity?
12.
No.
Still? Or
Oh, sorry, I
now...
have 6 now.
Okay, I was like, wowzers! Okay, no, that's fair. Okay, so that makes it Yorl's turn. Yorl, go ahead and, Cobalt, go ahead and move your character if you would like, and, do whatever. You can move, so on your turn, you have generally 3 actions. You have a move action, which is dictated by the move speed on the front middle of your character sheet. You have your, for lack of a better actual term for it, your action or your standard action, just for the sake of simplicity. And then you have a bonus action. So you can take, and then you have free actions. So technically 4 kinds, but free actions are like talking, sometimes reloading depending on what kind of ranged weapon you have. It depends. So Yorl, you can take those actions in any order. What would you like to do, and how can I help you make it happen?
Ural wanders over to Roland
Mm-hmm.
to watch him get pecked to death.
Wow, what a dick, what a
Wow.
dick.
Wow, I liked Yoral.
Yeah, big
Bro.
character
No.
shift here.
Zofras sees Ural in new light.
Am I able
Yeah.
to heal him or anything?
What's that probably? What spells do you have available to you? Let's check it out. And then we can talk about spell slots. It's perfect.
He's got that scroll.
I don't know. I don't think that's good here. I have, let's see. Where do I
Oh,
see that?
yeah.
Cheat sheet,
So
right?
you have under your spell tab, you have Goodberry, which I have opinions on Goodberry because I'm a monster. You have Goodberry or Healing Word. So you can either hand him a bunch of berries that he can consume for up to 10 hit points, because that's how many you can make, if I remember correctly. No, wait, hit points equal to 1d4 plus your spell casting, which is... Come on, roll 20.
Sure, you're gonna love his berries.
4. So, 1d4 plus 4. Or you can cast Healing Word.
Is there really a difference?
There is. Healing Word will do... Healing Word is a bonus action, which means you can still If you wanted to, for instance, I'm just going to move you for the sake of explanation. If you wanted to move one additional space and then like hit a vulture, you could move, bonus action heal, regular action smack a vulture with like a staff or whatever you have. Or you could use Goodberry as your regular action and then forego a bonus action because I don't think you have another spell that you can cast.
Okay, then I'll just give him the berries.
Okay.
Force feeds Roland the good berries.
Okay, Roland, on your turn, you can... I never use Goodberry, so actually I have to look at something real quick. I apologize. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not something I normally use on a druid because I don't play druids that often. It's very weird.
Oh. Ural's feelings are hurt.
Can use its action to eat one. Oh, that's okay. So I might take my advice back actually because I forgot it was an action to eat them. So if you give them to him, he can on his turn spend his action to eat one berry to get 1 hit point.
Oh, okay. So then I should heal him to make
you
sure
are
he doesn't
correct.
die.
Yep, probably
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Good answer. Sorry, like I said, I'm not super familiar with that spell.
Oh, no problem. No worries. But that makes sense.
So go ahead and
I
click
guess-
on Healing Word.
Okay, 1 second. Sorry.
No worries, no worries. All good, all good.
Level
Heal the
1, right?
world.
7
There you go.
healing.
Make it a better place.
With healing, you can never go above your maximum. So super, you took 6 damage. You now go back up to your full health of 12. Huzzah!
And then a hero comes along.
Yoral, would you like to do anything else on your turn?
I guess I will move towards the bird and hit it.
Okay, smack that bitch.
Yeah.
That will be with... I keep closing things I need, sorry. Boop. On your core page, you will have, under your hit points, you will have your quarterstaff. Just click on the quarterstaff and it should roll an attack for you.
Quarterstaff.
Middle column. It'll be a whole bunch of little tiny boxes.
Okay, yeah, I think I see that one. I think this one here. Oh, I see one-handed and two-handed, I think.
So, do you use your staff with one hand, or do you use it like this, like with 2 hands? That's just a character decision. Totally up to you.
Guess one
Okay.
hand.
Okay, then roll the top of the 2 quarterstaffs.
There you
Oh
go.
no, you rolled a nat 1, you missed. I'm not gonna kill you for it because I'm not a jerk.
Wow.
And
Thank you.
yeah, I'm helpful.
Clumsy with the staff. He swings and knocks himself out.
Yeah, I know, really.
I've had
Jesus
DMs do
Christ,
that to me, and I'm
himself.
like, shit. The higher level you get, occasionally throwing in wacky results of natural ones is fun, but when you're level 1, you're so squishy and it takes so little to kill you. So I'm just gonna be like, oop, you done goofed, bro. And we're gonna move on. Chloraphena, it is your turn. You also have a bonus action and move on your turn, in any order of your choosing.
Chloraphena is going to fight this bird in the trees.
Seems fair?
And I'm going to use my sickle
Ooh.
to hook him from the bushes.
Okay. Roll that shit. Level 1 is not for fucking around, correct, Griffin? Level 1 is for not dying until you get to level 2. Oh my gosh. I would just like everyone to know that it's another nat 1 and that makes 2 in a row in this combat for a total of like 6 this session.
Oh, man.
Oh, we suck, man.
Yeah, you
we're
do.
doomed.
I mean, what?
We're doomed.
This is why you
Speak
need
for
physical
yourself.
dice. I'm just kidding. Alright, so cool. You missed. Whoopsie daisy. That makes it the turn of Roland. How you doing, Roland? What you doing? What's up?
Roland is extremely appreciative of Yoral for healing him, and decides to attack the bird in front of us.
Please roll a 1. I dare you.
Nat 1. Nat 1.
Party cursed, correct. I don't know if a 12 will hit. Let's find out. That does hit. So what's your weapon again? Oh, we get to have exciting discussions. So, with a longbow, and it doesn't matter because you hit anyway, but with a longbow, someone in chat, please correct me on this because I'm tired and I might get it wrong. When you roll a ranged attack in melee, you roll with disadvantage, correct? Chat? In any case, you hit, so please thank you, Griffin. Okay, so with disadvantage, you take, unless you have the feat that lets you not do that, correct, thank you. So, you would have crit, like if you had been rolling with advantage, you would have crit, but you're rolling with disadvantage, so you still hit. Go ahead and roll damage, which would be your D, whatever the heck it is. Sad it didn't roll damage for you.
Which one's that?
I don't know. I'm opening you. Sorry.
Mind you, he couldn't hit a deer yet. He hit a bird. Just saying.
Poor dear.
Yeah. Fuck. Jeez.
Try to
Don't
click.
remind you couldn't hit anything.
Try to click on where it says 1d8 plus 4 piercing by the longbow. See if that works. Super Roland is Roland super, correct. Nope. Okay, cool. So in that case, go to the little, whoops, I need to move that. Go to the little dice roller on the left and just hit an 8 and then add 4 to it. I didn't actually mean to click that, sorry. So, oh, okay. Sorry, I should have explained that a little better. So just hit the D8 itself. Okay, thank you. And then we add 4, which is a total of 7. I keep forgetting it lets you roll multiple dice, which is super helpful, actually. Right window. And this particular vulture squawks, no, I'm not making the sound again, go fuck yourselves. And falls to the ground and goes, Caw! Or whatever. That is now dead.
That was one action, right?
That was an action, correct. One
Huzzah!
action. Huzzah, huzzah!
How many attack actions do I get?
At level 1, you get 1 attack, 1 bonus, 1 move. You will get more as you get higher level. Good question.
Okay.
If you wanted to move to a different place, you could do that. Let me look at I closed your sheet because I'm a doofus. I think I have a suggestion, but I'm not sure yet.
The reason why I was asking because I wanted to focus on the other bird that's near the other dude.
Right,
close
that
to
makes
us.
sense. Oh, your favorite enemy is undead. Okay, that's what I needed to know. You shouldn't have to move, to be honest, because if you're not in melee, you won't roll with disadvantage. So I would suggest that as the end of your turn, but if you want to do anything else, go for it.
No, I'm agreeing.
Good idea. Thank you. Have happy sleep.
CC's.
Let us seize.
Happy birthday, nerd. All right, Zorfris, it is your turn. You are not on fire. I mean, what?
I am not on fire.
You're not on fire.
I am going to move over here to attack this bird.
Nice. Get that bitch or something.
I'm going to leap into the air and come crashing down on it with my +1 Great Club.
Okay. Since you are trying to do something fancy, I have a proposition for you. Roll me an acrobatics check, and if you succeed, I will give you advantage on the attack.
Not an athletics check?
That
Damn.
seems no. That seems reasonable. Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Athletics is fine. Yeah. Okay, I'll take it. Roll with advantage. So go ahead and roll your attack. Let's see what happens.
Here we go. Do I just click the Great Club?
Yes. And I don't know if it's got... Excuse me. It hits either way, but I'm going to try to do something real quick. That's not who I want to be on. That's Ural.
He epically
Ural
misses.
Ural is great, but not who I need to look at right now.
I am great.
He's the best.
Oh, sorry. I
around.
didn't mean to click that. I was trying to right-click it, and I'm a doofus. Okay, well, anyway, you hit. So roll me a d6, and then add... Okay, this is going to get a little interesting to explain. Let me pull up this and see if I can pull this into here. I cannot. Okay, so roll a d8 from the die roller. And then we will add your, very nice, and then you will add your strength modifier. So see on your attack, boop, see on your attack how it says Great Club 1d8 plus 4 bludgeoning?
Yes.
Now, next session, this will be correct, so you won't have to do the extra math. But for this session, add 1d8, so add that 3 to 5, because you have a +1 club now.
Okay.
So you do 8 damage, which murders it. Murders it real hard.
Yes.
Yay!
I contributed.
You helped. It is now deceased. I make horrible noises. I do not apologize. I refuse. Caw-caw, motherfucker. Alright, so that makes it the Burburb's turn again. Chlorophena! Hi! Your burb goes first. Your burb is going to attack your face hole. Let's see. Specifically your face hole, I'm just kidding. That is... That number plus that number is 15 to hit your armor class.
I have 12.
Yep. So it hits you, and it does 1d4... I don't remember damage. Just 1d4, okay. So it does 3 damage. You take 3 more damage, my friend. And then...
Sorry, I don't know if it's you cutting out, but I missed part of that.
Oh, I'm sorry. You take 3 more damage. How you doing? How many hit points do you have? It's really suspicious.
I have 6. I'm typing everything out on a Word
Oh,
document.
no, you're fine. No, you're absolutely fine. I was just like, are you dead?
I have
6.
6.
Okay, no worries. That being that bird's turn, this bird right here is going to do. This sounds fun. So, opportunity.
Sorry to interrupt.
Fine, sorry.
There. Can I? One of my spells is a reaction thing.
Yes.
Can I do that?
Thank you for reminding me. Yes, reactions can only be taken outside of your turn as a reaction to whatever trigger they have. So, what's your spell? What you got?
Hellish Rebuke.
I love it. Do it. There is no kill like overkill.
What is Hellish Rebuke?
It's a reaction spell that it's in chat. So the casting time on
see.
Hellish Rebuke is 1 reaction, just for the benefit of chat. when a creature damages you, you Zorch it with fire, basically. So it has to make a spell save DC 14. And I don't think... Dex. Thanks. That's what I needed. Dexterity. No, it fails. So, Chloraphina, go ahead and roll the 2d10 fire damage on probably the little die roller. I'm gonna try to get everything to auto roll damage
Sorry,
for
I
you
didn't.
guys
I didn't
next
get
time.
that again.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you skip there.
Let me turn my headset off for just a second.
Is it just me? Because I feel like it's just.
No, I'm hearing it too.
Okay, no, it's probably me. There, that might be a little bit better. It was being a little wonky. Chloraphina, it failed its save, so go ahead and roll 2d10 for your fire damage. Nice. You have a very crispy bird. Singe, singe, singe. Zorch, zorch, zorch.
Can I? Oh, I guess it's not really my turn, right? It's just
Correct.
like a counter thing.
That is correct.
Okay. Okay.
Now, reactions are fun in that they refresh on... You get one reaction per round. So a round is basically this entire turn order. Your reaction refreshes, as it were, on your turn. So if something else were to do that to you, you wouldn't be able to do it again. You don't have the spell slots anyway, but that's a discussion for another time. But if something else were to go peck, you couldn't Zorch it because you only have one reaction until your turn comes around again. You dig me?
I dig.
Love it. I love it. All right, so our burb here is going to even odd and attack this guy and hit again. And he... Let's see how bad that was, because he hit last time too. Not you. That D4 is shit. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Your crossbow friend is looking pretty unfortunate over here, just FYI. That is that bird. This bird is going to teach us about opportunity attacks, because that seems fun. It's getting into a tussle with our halfling friend here, and Chloraphina fried vulture. Yes! That's delightful. We're gonna open a fucking chain. This burb, when you leave the threatened space of a creature, so you as medium creatures, you take up one square. You threaten all of the squares adjacent to you. So, for instance, if something goes like this, it leaves your threatened area, you get an op attack. Same rules as reactions. So this thing is going to fly away from our other halfling, and she's going to try to whack it, because that sounds fun. And she hits, and she's going to do, let's see, that damage. Not enough. Bad halfling, bad! The bird is then going to continue its flight, and it is going to peck at Yoril. And so it pecks, and it didn't crit, but that is a total of 18, which I feel like probably hits. Just a thought, just a suspicion.
He's got an armor class of 4.
Doubtful.
Being weak with osteoporosis and
I resemble that remark. What is your AC, Yorl? Let's check it out.
My what?
Your armor class, so the...
13.
Okay. So your armor class is the number on your core page,
Yeah.
right above your hit
13.
points. Okay,
13.
cool. Thank you. So it's going to do a d4 of damage to you. It does 3 damage to your arm. to your non-dominant arm. You don't actually track my body part or anything. I'm just flavor texting shit. That makes it Yorl's turn. Look, I gave you something to murder.
Nice.
My nose itches, sorry.
Hey, she made the bird peck you, not us.
I mean, that is also true. That was technically my fault.
I guess I will consume one of those berries then that I have. Or no, wait, sorry, that's not a bonus event.
Nope,
Am
sorry.
I able to heal myself again, or does not make sense?
So it does. Actually, it definitely does. Let me pull up your character sheet. You have. Sorry, it's being slow. So spell slots. You have on your spells page the two of you that use spells. So Rhino, you will also have this on yours. Yours will be a little weird, because you're a warlock. Not bad weird, just different. See how you have 2 spell slots total?
Yeah.
So you can cast 1 more spell of any kind before you take a long rest. Rhino, you are completely different. Ignore everything I just said because you're a warlock.
Yeah, I can cast whenever I want.
Yep, you have fewer spots, but they reset on a short rest.
Roland suggests Ural move behind him.
All right. Ural agrees, and we'll do that.
Okay. You will take an opportunity. Excuse me. An opportunity attack for that. Excuse me.
Ural agrees.
Okay. I'm gonna use a different die because that one's rolling really well. And I did not crit. Huzzah! 14, though, unfortunately. For a total of... 1 whole damage.
He can still heal now, can't he?
He's... Yes,
He
it
hasn't
would...
healed before.
Yes, correct. He does still have the 1 spell slot left, correct. Excuse me, sorry.
Glorfina laughs.
And that spell slot, it doesn't matter if I use the berries or if I use the healing, right? It's the same, like the cooldown I'll have?
The cooldown, yes. However, it does work differently because Goodberry is an action to cast and then an additional action to use each berry. So, Goodberry is actually really great to, like, stuff in an unconscious person's mouth or cast before combat or what have you. In combat, it gets a little tricky to use. It's still a good utility spell. I would suggest using Healing Word, but if you want to cast the good berries so you have them, you do technically get more healing out of the good berries. By like 1 or 2.
No, I'll just do the healing word, then that just makes sense.
Boop. So you Healing Word yourself. And while you are rolling that, Chloraphena, it is your turn.
Can I eat the cooked vulture?
I mean, you can. It's not actually cooked, it's just crispy. Just for your reference.
Okay, I didn't know because I thought my fire would have cooked it, like cooked meat.
It's a fair assumption. It's more like a flash fry where the inside is probably still juicy.
So it's like
gross.
rare.
Yeah, like super duper rare.
Rare chicken, that's bad.
Do you want ants? Because this is how you get ants. I mean, what? Do you want to eat
Ural, don't forget to roll your healing thing.
Can I use that?
Absolutely. What would you like to do with it?
I want to create an image of a large beast illusion to scare away the birds.
Let's check it out. So let's look at prestidigitation. I don't think you can do anything that big, but I could be very wrong. Oh, also, before I forget to mention it, I'm so sorry. Your cantrips, your level 0 spells are infinite. You never run out of cantrips. That is really important information to give you. So, let me look Presty here. Minor magical trick. Harmless sensation. You could, however...
Can I shoot fireworks?
Yes. Definitely yes.
Can I shoot fireworks from where I am standing right now?
Which bird do you want to shoot them at? Or do you just want to shoot them for the shits of it?
The one by Roland, the dead one. The one next to the dead one.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does. So each square being 5 feet, you would only have the... Why won't it let me do the thing? Anyway, you'd have to be within 3 squares of it to be able to... Actually, 2 squares of it. Sorry, I can't do math. To be able to prestidigitate right by it. But you could make, like, sparks, for instance, like, right here. Like, right in this area. Or firecrackers in that area. Might still scare it. Or you could move and then cast prestidigitation. Up to you.
So is that close enough?
That'll get right by it, yes.
Okay. Then we will cast.
Pew, pew, pew. I will roll a... It squawks and starts to, like, gets ready to fly off. It's not its turn, so it can't do anything. However, on its next turn, it will then get the hell out of Dodge, probably. Roland, it is now your turn.
I am going
Squawk,
to.
squawk, squawk!
I'm going to shoot the bird.
I'm helping. Shoot it! Shoot it!
Chloraphina laughs.
Ooh, not quite, I don't think. Let me double check. Nope, that misses, unfortunately. Sorry.
Bro, you suck with this bow.
What kind of elf are you? Wait a minute.
Jeez, man.
Zorfris, sorry, unless Roland, you would like to do anything else, it is Zorfris' turn.
No, I'll just hang my head in shame.
That seems fair.
Chloraphina laughs.
Zorfris, what you got?
All right. I'm going to use my athletic ability to leap over Yorl to attack the bird right here.
Over
This guy-
Yorl? Are you sure that's what you want to go with?
This
Not
guy's
a-
gonna
not
jump
around?
30 feet.
Well,
Oh, man.
I can, either way, I'm blocked by either Roland or that massive log on the map, which I thought was part of it.
That is a fantastic point. So you can move... I'm going to put you back where you were for just a second. You can move through your friends' spaces. You just can't end your movement on one of their spaces. So you can just, like, hustle around real quick if you want.
Yeah, that sounds safer.
Okay, then let's do that. Get that bird!
This way I don't
All
get
right.
a knee to the head.
Yeah. Dragon knee to the face.
Boom!
All right. I am going to
Just
attack
what I
this time
needed.
with my great axe.
All right. Hit me. Give him an encouraging pat on the ass. Yes.
Let's get that nat 1, bruh.
25. Nice. All right, roll me some damage. Which is a d12 for a great axe. 5. So we will then add your strength, which the 5 kills it, so it doesn't. I'm not even gonna bother. This button.
Taking out
this
2. Jeez,
Boom!
pulling my weight.
All right. It is now Burb turn. That Burb, is going to go ahead and... Let's see here. Which one do we want to use to probably kill that nice man?
Yeah.
Okay.
I give Yorl an encouraging pat on the ass as I run by.
I gotta find something here. Hang on. I'll just do that. The the orc guy falls over as he gets like pecked a whole bunch, and like the bird,
This is all
like
because
the
he
vulture like
forgot to
tackles him and
load
goes
his bow.
peck 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 peck. I'm gonna roll a secret DM thing.
I bet you he would have done better if he loaded his bow.
He probably would have, but they don't get turns because then combat takes 18 years.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That makes it Yorl's turn. There was one burb left on the board. And it is
Ural
like
didn't heal
on
from
top
before.
of him. Oh, yeah,
That's right, yes.
Cobalt, go ahead and roll your healing word if you still wanted to do that. If you didn't want to do that, don't worry about it.
No, I should heal,
Vultures
right?
pulverized. It's not a bad idea, correct?
I've learned that level 1s are squishy, so
Super squish.
if you, yeah.
So do I just roll a d8?
You roll a d4, and then you
D4.
will add your wisdom modifier to it. Yes, your wisdom modifier.
Ooh, critical
Nice.
heal.
Nice. So I believe your
Good.
wisdom is a 4, so you regain like 8 hit points, which should max you out, if I'm not wrong.
Big heals.
Big heals.
Y-
Big heal
You're
energy.
you're parsing huge.
Rrr. I don't have an entire thing dice on my desk right now. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, Ural, what do you want to do on your turn?
So I can still move, right?
Correct, because that the heal was technically your last turn.
Okay. Can I still move and attack or just move right now?
You can move and then attack, yes.
Okay. I guess I will move over to the other bird,
Okay.
and instead of attacking, I will just yell at it to try to shoo it away.
Okay. Here we go.
Shoo!
Shoo, shoo. Roll me an intimidates, because that sounds really fun. Or
alright.
actually roll me nature, because that's better for you, I'm pretty sure.
Nature. Okay, 1 second.
And it is an animal after all. Diplomatize the horses!
There you go.
Okay. On its turn, it will. It's like. Chloraphina, it is your turn. I do the best fucking bird noises. You watch your attitudes. Nature, the int-based skill for druids, correct?
You mentioned there was bodies over there.
Bird bodies, yes.
Chloraphina is gonna go and scavenge.
There's still a bird alive, bro.
Yeah, what are you doing?
What are you doing right now? Oh my god, he's all the way over there.
Seems fair. I really shouldn't point this out, but I'm gonna. This guy right here with the heart on him is also unconscious.
Is what, sorry?
He is unconscious. He got tackled by a bird and he got fucked up real bad.
Jesus.
Well, that's his last breath.
Okay, I didn't know if you wanted to pickpocket him specifically, so I figured I'd ask. All right,
Well, no, there's somebody else right there. There's 2 people looking right at us.
Roll.
I'm
Excuse me.
going in the bushes over here to scavenge the dead body.
Roll me a perception check, please. Oh, excuse me.
Here we go. Here we go, Rhino.
Come on,
Come on, keep the theme going, Rhino.
Do it.
Let's go,
do
Chloraphina.
it, do it. I mean, that's pretty bad though. You find. Let's see. You accidentally, instead of putting your hand like into the pocket of the corpse's trousers, you accidentally put your hand down the corpse's trousers.
Oh, nice. Grab that junk.
That junk
This guy
is-
was well.
That
This guy
junk
was
is
well
very
endowed.
squishy and like real bad. It's real gross. That makes it the turn of Roland.
That's his turn.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Vultures or snitches, correct.
I'm gonna move over here.
It's a halfling healing technique. I mean,
And I'm gonna shoot that
pew.
vulture.
Nice. Pew pew it. Pew pew pew.
Watch out, everybody else. Watch out, Yorl.
Right.
I purposely
Yeah,
put
really.
myself in a spot where
Please.
no one was in front of me.
Please roll a 1. I dare
You're all
you.
ducks, even though it's not his turn.
Nice! Roll me some damage, friend.
A
Which one's
sniper.
that one? The what?
D8. Sorry, let me
Shooter.
check the question.
Yeah.
I think
Roland
it's a,
hits a
I think it's
headshot,
D8.
but it's on your.
Ah.
Sorry, let me interrupt.
No, you're fine. It is a D8 plus 4 piercing. So roll a D8, and then so you do 12. That kills it that kills it anyway. So it is now deceased. That's definitely what birds sound like.
We need more
Are you
bird.
guys like? I know you're in a weird place in the world. Do you not have birds? Do you not know that that's what birds? Definitely what birds sound like. Definitely what they sound like.
I'm not
Tweet,
saying
tweet,
that doesn't
motherfucker.
sound like a bird. I'm just saying I've never heard that bird.
Our birds, they go, cock, eh? Cock, eh?
All right, we are out of initiative order. What would everyone like to do?
Orofina wants to loot the body.
Which body?
Roland.
The other body that's in this forest.
Okay, it is over here. Let me get her that. Okay, and the young lady is kneeling over this guy. Right. Good night, Griffin. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you.
Later,
Hey,
Griffin.
So yeah,
Good night, Griffin.
And she will do this thing. Carry on. Go ahead and roll me another perception check, Rhino. 1. He gets 5 hit points, so he's up. He's fine. That one, oh, that's real bad. You should just stop, man. You still have pus and rot on your hand from the guy's undercarriage, and so it makes your hand a little slippery. You don't find anything of use or value.
Man, you're just
Hey, I set a bird on fire. You watch your tongue.
Roland goes to check on the unconscious half-orc guy, whatever he
Okay.
is.
Yep. And as you walk up, the young lady is patching him up and like smelling salting him and stuff, and he wakes up and comes to. And... Is everyone doing okay? Like starts patching himself up and like patching up his wounds and staunching the bleeding and all that fun stuff. Which means he will also get that many hit points. Okay. You don't look so good looking at Roland. Are you all right? It might be a moment, but Sin, would you help him out? I'll be fine. And you're taken care of by a little girl? Well, she's not little. She's like 13, but whatever. You gain... Do you actually have any hit points to regain right now?
No.
Oh, well then she just, like, patches you up and puts some salve on, like, scratches and stuff where they clawed at you. Does anyone have damage at the moment? Cough, cough, Rhino, cough, cough.
I am at -5.
You're fine. The,
his negative hit points.
Sorry, I'm at 6. 6 of 11.
Okay. The other halfling will come over to you. You are, what are you doing to that dead body? She
Touching it-
looks...
Touching his nuts.
Ugh, man.
You
You're
do
just
know that's a lady, right? Like, you know that's...
It was a lady.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't either. Oh, jeez. She grabs you by the shoulder and, like, yanks you, like, so you drop on your ass. Roll me a dex save, please.
Dex save.
So, like, that. Okay. What is it with the ones, you dudes? I mean, you didn't roll a 1, but the other one was a 1.
So bad.
It's fine. It's gonna be just fine. She sets you on, she just, like, bops you back on your ass. Like, she's not trying to hurt you. And she, like, just bandages the absolute fuck out of your shoulder where you got pecked a lot. And, while... Chloraphina is a lady, right. Sorry, I had to think about it. And while she does it, she definitely cops a feel just a little bit. Just a little bit. Like, she acts like it was an accident. Either roll me an insight check or,
I got cupped?
yeah, you got cupped just a little bit. Like, you got a little bit of, like, she grabbed a little bit of side boob there while she was patching you up.
Hey. This is the halfling?
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. You want me to roll what? Insight?
Insight, please.
We good?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't hear it go ding dong. Yes. Yeah, that was definitely on purpose. Like, you don't have any injuries in that vicinity. She was just kind of getting a little cheeky there.
Well, that's okay. I accept it. I look over, I see she's like a natural triple D, double E.
I mean, you're not wrong. She actually does have quite large tracts of land.
Mm-hmm.
Tracts
And
of land?
Chloraphina
did.
wants to be all up in those tracts of land, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Don't tell me.
Never heard anybody refer to it like that. I mean,
Huge tracts of land, Monty Python.
Oh
Thank-
yeah, I remember
Ah.
that now.
Thank you for touching my shoulder. My name is
Oh.
Chloraphina. What's yours?
Glory, anything I can do to help. Figured you might not know the difference between a lady and not a lady, so I thought I'd give you a little reminder.
Are you camping here tonight? My tent holds 2.
Man, I really hate the fact
Sounds
that I'm
good to
last
me.
on the turn order.
There is no turn order. I thought this is
Sounds
just...
Oh, yeah,
not
it's
any.
just-
Yeah, not anymore. Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right.
She kind of squeezes your actual shoulder a little bit, and then not the injured one, and saunters off to like go take care of other people.
Does she look back?
Yeah,
You telling me she doesn't smell the meat?
she smiles.
I kind of bite my lip like this.
She's gone, but she's clearly very, very excited about whatever the fuck just
Okay.
happened.
Got good.
All right, cool. So, what are the rest of you yahoos doing?
Oh,
don't
I'm
take that
venturing
much.
off to the northeast, as far away from chlorophene
Yeah.
as I can to see what's happening, and just to make sure I'm basically surveying the area to ensure that
Okay.
there's no other threats.
Okay.
Roland-
Let's. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Roland starts gathering the dead birds
Okay. Where would you like to put
t-
them?
on the fire.
That is kind of what I figured. That seems fair. You do that thing. Zorphorus, roll me a perception check, please. Oh, that'll do it. Sorry, I had to pop my spine. You
What?
pop my spine.
Oh, I thought you said spleen. I'm like, that does sound pleasant.
That does not sound great. No.
You do not want to pop that.
No, I think that needs to stay exactly where that is, actually. Just a little bit. Zorphras, you see off where there isn't any more map, sorry, but like over here, there is another dead body. That one is, let's say, a dwarf.
Okay, I can go and investigate the body.
Okay. Define investigate. What would you like to do?
Can it be more than one thing?
Absolutely, yeah.
All right. It's obviously a dead body, so I want to see if there's any valuable loot I can retrieve, but I also want to investigate how it died.
Okay, so your options respectively are perception to loot the body and medicine or nature, because reasons, medicine or nature to see what happened to it.
Damn, I suck on both. All right, so for perception to
Sorry.
loot the body,
Mm-hmm.
and let's go with nature.
All right. It looks like it was killed by some sort of animal. He looks like he was killed by some sort of animal. In his like vest, like jacket pocket, you find 6 gold and didn't actually make that do the thing I wanted it to do. Give me a second.
Probably was killed by a bird. Idiot.
Oh, it was definitely killed by something larger than a bird. Spoilers.
Boom, idiot.
Two
And-
birds.
The 2 birds.
That is technically, yeah, you know. And not that, sorry. A small vial of some sort of liquid and a little metal whistle. Wooden whistle, actually.
Okay, I retrieve everything on the body. So 6 gold, whistle, and a vial of some sort of liquid.
Mm-hmm.
I retrieve everything, and what do I do with these things? All right, you know what? I'll blow the whistle. Fuck it, YOLO.
Well,
It's a mighty fine wood whistle.
did not
Yeah.
expect that for sure. That sounds like a great place for you all to die. Let's see. Let me go do something real quick.
Yeah. We just killed 5 vultures, but hey, let's whistle them all back. Come on.
I mean, you know,
Where's
it's
the whole
fine.
family?
Whatever. I killed 2 of the 5 of them. Didn't break a sweat.
I set one on fire.
Yeah,
That
you
was
didn't.
gonna happen.
You reacted, and it burst into flames.
Why don't you touch me? We'll see how fast that reacts too, hey? Huh?
I'm a dragon.
You're a
Ice
dragonborn.
Dragonborn. Excuse me. I'll blast you with breath attack, bro.
Burn your
Alright.
meaty paws.
Someone roll me in chat. Roll me a d6, please, for absolutely no reason. That was not what you wanted. That was not a time to roll high. You hear.
Oh. Sounds like Chlorofina.
Excuse me.
And stomping, but I can't stomp and make the snort noise at the same time because then I don't breathe and I die. And you are attacked, or you are set upon by some shit. Hang on.
Combat.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
Board. Work. That's. I mean, that'll work. These don't look right. These look like little asinine blobs of doom. But, you know, whatever. I do. They come from up here at the northeast corner of the map. Get down there. And, they, again, go... And, that is... Actually, we'll do something new and unusual. So, this is something that I picked up from a DM friend of mine. Also, I now have to pop my nose. There we go. All better. So... this technically doesn't exist in 5th edition as such, but it's something that I like to do called a skills challenge. So, you guys have 3 pigoos to deal with, my life for you pigoo, and you get to tell me in whatever order you decide what you are doing to take care of the pigoo situation. I would like to remind you, Yorl, you have no spells. Chloraphina, I need to check because I don't know if you do or not, actually. I don't know, you might have one left. Excuse me.
I can use cantrips.
Yes, you have cantrips, my apologies. You don't have any level 1 spells. And, yep, so you've got Presti and Spare the Dying, and then Yorl, you have that 1 scroll of Cure Wounds, and then whatever your cantrips are. And who would like to go first? And what would you like to do?
Can I hit them with an arrow from here?
Yes, roll me an attack roll.
That's a D8?
That would be a D20, sorry. D20.
D20.
Oh my god, you're gonna hit me.
Wow. Zorphus is dead.
Jiminy Christmas. Well, that sounds fun.
Zorfrus duck.
Zorfrus, roll me an athletics check to see if you get out of the way in time.
Oh, come on, big, come on. Oh,
Yay!
yeah.
Nat 20!
And a
Okay.
religion check.
So the way that most people I'm aware of run skills challenges, is you have X amount of successes to win and get a good result, or X amount of fails to lose and get a bad result. So you currently have 1 success and 1 fail. And no, the DM doesn't have to tell you how many is the number for each, because I'm a douchebag and normally you don't know. So, that is Super and Zarias. Rhino and Cobalt, what would you like to do? Whoever wants to go first of the 2 of you.
Oh, does that take the place of my action because I had to prevent him from shooting me?
Yes, but it also counted as a success, so it basically canceled out his failure.
Oh, okay.
So,
Jesus,
yeah,
man,
you did progress the track.
This team is gonna suck without me. 2 birds dead. Having to
I
prevent.
killed 2 birds too, okay?
Yeah, you almost killed me too, bro, and I had to use my success.
You're
to
meaty,
prevent
you can handle it.
Oh my goodness.
What if I shot in the meat of your cheek? It would have been fine.
And I thought Chlorofina was going to be the one to cause team damage. So you are firing
I mean,
arrows.
gosh, Super.
Willy-nilly arrows.
Okay, so I can do whatever I want now. So
Yep,
what happens?
you can either use any skill as long as you can justify it by what you're doing with it, and then roll the skill. Or,
Can I move?
Yes, you can move however you want. So go ahead and position yourself, and then tell me what you're gonna try to do.
I'm gonna move over there.
Okay.
Oops, I was thinking the same thing, sorry.
I'm going to throw the bag of rotten meat close to the
Not
pig close
exactly.
to me.
Okay, sounds good. Roll.
As a
Excuse me, sorry.
distraction.
All right. Roll me. Let me look at your sheet real quick to see if what I was thinking is mean or not. Because I'm trying not to be a jerk. Yes, perfect. Roll me a deception check to try to, like, psych out the pig. Diplomatize the horses! That, I am afraid, is a failure, which makes 2 failures to 1 success.
Holy, can I roll
God, my
anything?
team sucks.
You guys are doing great. He doesn't have animal handling, or I would have asked for animal handling.
I do, but
I'm
I had to
so
save
trying
my
to be
action
nice.
to save friggin' Super.
Right? Cobalt, what would you like to do as Yorl?
Ural approaches Zoraphis.
Zorfras. Why
Zorfras.
Jesus
Zoraxis.
Christ.
I don't even know who my team is.
And tells him that he is super strong and hypes him up even more, if it's possible.
Okay, roll me persuasion.
Ooh, come on, don't suck,
I hope
bro,
you're good
please.
at persuasion.
Please, let me see
I don't
green.
think I am.
I
Let me
assume
see
that's what you were
green.
doing.
Let's see some
Yorl
green.
can't find his friend Rolex.
No red.
Rolex. Nice! That is a success.
Ooh.
We got 2 each way. Because of Zarias' crit, I am going to move Deacon up here to, not that you know his name yet, but this guy up here, because reasons. And then they're going to stay in the back, and he's going to come up here and, like, try to, like, kind of guard Chlorathena a little bit. And Glory will come up here, because fuck it. Glory will actually roll an Arcana check. Trying to help you guys out here, work with me. And crit! So, that is another success. She was trying to basically assist Chlorathena by making this Pigu distracted by the meat. This Pigu goes over here and is chomping on meat. Nom 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 nom. This Pigu is essentially out of play, so you don't need to worry about that Pigu anymore. It's not what I meant to do. Sorry, hang on. There we go. That's what I wanted to do.
Chlorathena
Looks like it's
thinks
got bacon
that
on top of it.
hot.
That's great. Sorry, I'm zooming in the map a little bit. There we go. Okay, there we go. Who would like to do something next?
Can I go again?
Absolutely. Everybody goes once in any order, and then everybody goes once again in any order.
Ural gets behind for safety.
Fair.
He gets behind Roland.
Roll me. So since you're moving around a lot, roll me, let's say, athletics to try to get away from the pigs quickly enough to get behind Roland. Nice. That'll do. That's 4. I can do math, right? That's 4.
Oh.
Okay, so we got 4 and 2. Let's see here. Who wants to go next?
Am I hyped up? Do I get anything from Yorl hyping me up?
You know what? I'll give you advantage. Good question.
Ooh, nice. If that's the case, I am going to attack this boar over here.
Okay.
Again with my great axe.
Roll me an attack. So just roll me a d20. And I'll do the rest of the math, because fuck it. Oh, no. That is a failure. That is
Loser.
That is
Roland's,
highly...
Roland
Yep.
feels bad for Zorfras for having had to shoot him before and then watching him fail there. So I'm gonna come over here and guard his back and
Okay.
attack this one here.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good. Hit me. Well, it.
I'm gonna hit with my short sword.
Okay. Nice. Okay, sounds bueno. I believe that leaves Rhino, if I'm not mistaken. What you doing, Chloraphina?
Chloraphina sees the pig distracted by the meat, carefully sneaks up behind it,
Mm-hmm.
and thrusts his javelin into the rectum of the pig.
Jesus! Roll me a stealth check.
I'm not good with rolls.
Yeah, we've noticed.
That's basically the game, bro.
Mm-hmm. Most of the game is no. That's a bad. Okay, so I was giving you an extra fail because this is just going splendidly. Yikes.
There's an extra fail?
No, dude, you already used it. You used your courtesy fail. You used your DM doesn't want to kill all of you. So
Yeah.
this pig breaks away from Roland and thrusts its tusks right into, like right between Deacon's like chest armor, like right underneath it, and this will be funny. Funny is not the word I'm looking for, okay? And no. And runs into this big rock and gets stuck and unfortunately just keeps running into the rock with Deacon still attached to its tusks. The skills challenge is over. You have failed, unfortunately. And you now have this immediate situation. So the way that I like to do failures is either you succeed but something goes horribly wrong, or you fail forward as in, well, this is horrible, but we have to keep moving on. You know what I'm saying? So, you now don't have to worry about these pigoos. I mean, they're still there, but you've successfully killed the one that was up here. Chloraphina did, probably with the assistance of Valen, get this one up here. Deacon just stabbed right through the pigoo's spine and killed it, and he is just like hemorrhaging everywhere. What are you guys gonna do besides make bacon?
Wait, who's hemorrhaging? Sorry.
This gold guy over here, the guy in the helmet.
Well, first thing Ural does is points the finger at Zorfros for running into the pig.
Why?
Blowing the whistle.
Yeah,
I didn't.
you're starting this.
Hey, this one's on you, Zorfra.
First of all, just because I went to go and find them, because I wanted to make sure everything was okay. Those pigs were going to be there, man. They were there whether I found them or not. I just made sure we caught them.
Yeah, Deacon's fucked
But
because of
Deacon's
you.
dead now.
Does Deacon have any health points?
Yes and no. Why do you ask?
Because I can spare the dying
Okay.
if a living creature has 0 hit points.
Deacon has in fact passed out, so yes, he has 0 hit points.
I will spare the dying
Okay.
on Deacon.
Okay, sounds good. As you are doing that, Sin and Russet run over and do first aid and stabilize him. You kept him alive long enough for them to do something to like make sure he didn't bleed out. We will. Everybody's over here. Huzzah, huzzah. Glory comes and patches up. I think one of the rest of you got injured over here. Probably. Knowing the way you guys are rolling, I'm just saying it's fine. It's gonna be just fine. Everyone survived. However, Deacon is not able to travel at your normal at like a normal pace for, let's say, 2 days. So you have some choices to make. The first thing is it's getting toward dusk. what are you going to do about camping for the night? Do you want to keep trying to press on, or do you want to campy?
I suggest campy, only because knowing us, we can barely handle the day.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
This is not good. And there's
Speak for yourself.
You're fine.
there's-
You're gonna be just fine.
But
Pigs.
I agree with the campy. I want to set up camp with Glory.
Okay,
Jesus.
Roland
I
wants
mean,
to sleep in a
it's fair.
tree. Stay far away from everybody else.
that's fair. So I'm going to do this. And we'll
Can I
do-
use athletics to help move Deacon closer to the fire?
Yeah, absolutely. Roll me an athletics check. Oops.
Critical fail. He trips and breaks his.
Roland snaps his neck.
It takes you a while to get him safely and comfortably over there, but you do get him over there. He's very grateful. He'll kind of lean against the log. Because I know that I have evil schemes. What are you doing with the bird and the pig corpses, if anything?
Well, I put them
Yep.
on the fire to ration them.
Okay.
The whole idea was to harvest them
Okay,
for.
that's what I figured. Then I'm just going to
Pig roast.
Yep, go ahead and while you're making, well, not bacon, but while you're making chicken wings, whatever, roll me a survival check, please. Someone else
That's
can
me?
also assist. Yes, super correct.
I can assist. So would I hit a survival?
Yep.
Oh God.
I have a lot of survival. I was about to say.
I sort of want. Well, yeah.
How does Rhino even with this shit? Well, I guess to be okay. So I would may I make a suggestion? Rhino, Chlorofina, having that javelin with the end up a pig ass, comes back and is able to roast a pig for dinner. Because the pig is already basically on a spit.
Oh, smart.
Nice.
Well, I'm not roasting this for other people. This is for me.
That's fair. Then the rest of you do not get pig for dinner.
All right.
I'm using intimidation.
Yeah, you're all stands up.
Like,
PvP! PvP! Anyway.
yeah. I want to use intimidation to intimidate him into giving me some meat.
Alright. What are you doing, Chlorofina? Well, roll the intimidation and then let's see what happens, I suppose.
Hellish rebuke. Set him on fire.
You do not have Hellish Rebuke anymore until because you haven't technically taken a short rest.
Are we going to PvP here? I will bust out my secret move.
What am I doing?
I'm
Zorfrest.
asking if I'm intimidating you to give me some damn meat, bro. I want some of that pig.
Well, I have one pig. What's the other pigs doing? Right, there's 3 of them, no?
Yeah, but they didn't butcher them correctly, so they can't get any meat out of them.
Well, we have the bird. Didn't we butcher the birds?
Yeah, let's do another one for
want
the pigs.
Pig meat.
Let's do another one for the pigs, because that seems fair.
So another
Survival.
The
please.
survival.
Survival. All right, here we go.
Do I roll as well? Sorry.
You can if you want, absolutely.
Sure, I'll get it on this one too.
Well, you guys, while Zorfrus and Chlorofina are arguing over the first pig, Yorl is just making the second pig over the fire.
Yum.
Yo, Yorl.
But what about the birds?
The birds you didn't butcher very well. You can't get anything out of them, unfortunately. You can get like some feathers and bones and stuff, but you can't get any meat.
Can I use the
I saw
feathers to
some
make
pig,
more
man.
arrows?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm gonna share my pig with Glory.
That seems fair. She is all over that porcine action and also some other action.
I look over at Yorl with puppy dog eyes and say, Yorl, can I have some of that pig, bro? I just,
Bro.
I
This is the
killed
man
look,
who blew a whistle and almost got Deacon killed. mind
I
you.
Yeah, a little
killed.
bit.
First of all, because I blew that whistle, you're eating pig and not bird. Second of all, I killed 2 of those birds. I pulled my weight, bro.
And then you
You're
pulled
all-
Deacon's weight over to the fire. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have eaten pig. I would have eaten glory. If you know what I
Oh
mean.
You
my
can still
Jesus.
eat glory. It's fine.
I don't even want his pig. I don't even want Glorfina's pig no more. I don't know where it's been.
I guess because Ural's a nice guy, he gives some to Zorfras.
Okay.
Yes, +1 to best friendship.
Hells yeah.
Because he feels bad for mispronouncing his name earlier.
That seems fair. All right. So everyone eats, and
Except Roland. Roland didn't eat.
I'm having a ration.
that's fair. Everybody eats. I don't really care what y'all eat. Everybody eats. Get rid of the burbs because the burbs were.
Do we get
basically-
hit? Do we get hit points for eating?
No, you do not. There is a mechanic. So let's talk about rests real quick because we're about to have at least a short one. We'll find out next week if we get a long one. So there are 2 different kinds of rests in D&D. A short rest, which lets you spend hit dice, so you roll a die and regain any hit points. Chloraphena specifically, you regain your spell slots based on your character class, which we can talk about between sessions real quick if we want. Or talk about it next time, up to you. Everyone else, well, I guess it's only Yoral. Yoral, you do not regain any spells. The only thing you can do during a short rest is regain hit points with hit dice.
I'm sorry, this is just for the short rest, right?
Short rest, correct. A long
Okay,
rest,
perfect.
you get everything back.
Okay.
And that is actually where we were going to call it a night, as you guys bunker down for the night and eat out your compatriots. I mean, what? But that is where we were going to call everything for the night. Is everybody nice? Is everybody good for next week? Same bat time.
I'm
Should
not.
be good.
I'm not. I won't be around.
Okay, well then we will be back in 2 weeks, question mark? Okay, then we will be back in 2 weeks, which is, I think, August 29th? I can't do math. August 29th, we will be back. Same
Cool.
batshit time, same batshit channel. And in the meantime, everybody have a great night. Thank you for all the new follows, and thank you for everybody for stopping by and having a game with us. And everybody
This
have
was
a
Thanks,
fun,
wonderful
Midget.
night.
Thanks,
Ah,
Midget.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thanks,
That was
Midget.
super fun. Everybody have a good
Great
night.
time.
Thank you. And I'm going to get ready
Have a
to
good night,
raid.
everyone.
See ya.
I'm a deafen. Get ready to raid.
Yeah.
All right. So who are we going to raid? Because I haven't had Twitch up. Just going to do a raidy. Let's see. Let's see if we can find someone playing Dungeons and Dragons. That seems fair, right? We love some Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, this sounds fun. 6-hour gaming marathon. Hells yeah! Leaky Lantern. Oh yeah, I love this shit. We're just gonna wait for them to get there. Get going here. Alright, so, everybody, thank you again for all of the shenanigans this evening. Please check out everybody in my crew, including Super, whom you can find here, and Rhino, whom you can find here. Go ahead and, if you are a sub, use this raid command with the dice and the bunnies. If you are not a sub, I love you just as much, and please use this raid command with the hearts and party hats. And we are gonna go see the Leaky Lantern, which is a bunch of, looks like bros playing some D&D. Let's see, raid. Sorry, I can't actually switch to my just chatting screen, so it's a bit of a mess. We're gonna do that. Boop. And I'm gonna head off for the night. Everybody have a great night, and I will be back on Thursday for Thursday. Thanks, everybody. Bye.